These guys are the first ones in this morning. I was over here early before there was anyone. These guys are already at their booth, okay? This is like the football player that's at his locker at the end of the night, you know, when everybody else has left.
You ready?
You're on, brother.
My name's Dan Raymond. I'm the founder of the Boss Hammer Company. This is the first hybrid premium performance hammer of its kind. The modern hammer came about in 1840 with a few simple improvements with a tapered head so you could put a wedge in it. Beyond that, nothing of any real importance has been done. If you look at this hammer, first and foremost, it's a beautiful hammer. We make 3 models, 16 ounce, 18 ounce, and 22 ounce. The 16 ounce is 14.5 inches from out to out. The 18 ounce is 16 inches from out to out. And the 22 ounce is 18.25 inches from out to out. Why are those dimensions important? If you go to frame a wall and you're looking for 16-inch centers, you can utilize the length of this 16-ounce hammer to set the framing members at 16 inches. Or you can utilize this 18-ounce to also set the framing members, just putting it on the opposite side. If you look at the head of the hammer, we've got a pocket right there for a magnetic nail starter that will accommodate both single and double-headed nails, so you have hands-free application. The handles are made out of hickory, sourced out of Tennessee. They're 1.5 inches wide. The reason for the 1.5 inches width is it corresponds with the framing member, 1.5 inches wide. If you look closely, you can see that the shoulder here of the claw and the shoulder here is at a 90-degree angle to the handle, enabling you to square with this. This is the same as a speed square or a rafter square. The 1.5 inch angle gives you the 1.5 inch pocket. If you look at the handle, it's hard to see right here. We've got our angle cuts on the top, both sides. We've got common cuts here, rafter cuts, and we've got a stick rule here. So if a person wants to cut a 45-degree angle, the claws are the pivot point. You put it on, let's say 45, mark it. In addition, with a rafter square, quick square, I'm not supposed to use speed square, but that type of squaring system, when you go to square a 2x12, you have to double square both from the top and the bottom to get the line all the way across. With our mid-range handle here, and obviously longer handle, you can square with one stroke across. This will also work as a drywall squaring system. If you're looking to square sheeting, like an electrical box and a sheeting, you can use it to square with. You can utilize it to draw straight lines. There's nothing in the industry like this. No greater place to launch than the Made in America show. We just launched yesterday morning at 8 o'clock, so we're open to suggestions. Thank you.
That's great pitch. Great presentation. Panelists. Oh, yeah, this is all. I've got this one. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that was a great pitch. You explained it well, straight to the point. It has a lot of features that you couldn't tell if you saw it on a shelf. Okay. And it's good and it's a good and bad thing, right? And the other thing I'm concerned about in the industry is tradespeople. Like farmers, they're the ones that they don't want change. We used to sell to the roofing industry, and if a roof has been using a hammer for the last 30 years, they're not going to try something new, and that's just their mentality. But
well, you're talking to one of them right
well,
here.
I believe that to a point. It's old dogs, new tricks. But the young guys starting in the trades, this is ideal for them. We need more tradesmen. I talked to the carpenters local out there, and they said, Dan, get us that hammer. We'll get it in the trade schools. I talked to a gentleman in Oklahoma that had either 27 or 29 tech schools. He said, get us that hammer. We want to get it to our young people. Anything we can do to get more tradesmen. I'm a contractor, have been for the last 27 years. We're starving for good tradesmen.
I would keep, and I had the luxury of going to the booth yesterday and trying it out, and I thought that it makes a great gift. Keep the price high, keep it quality. Obviously, made in America, people love that with a nice tool like that. So, that was just my 2 cents.
So, Dan, what's patented? What's exactly patented?
We're in a patent pending status right now. We've got both utility patents and design patents. To get this, the utility patent is both with the angles here, nothing here. The angles and the head work in conjunction with one another. So I've left that up to my patent attorneys. I met with them and said, man, are we safe? Have we got this thing nailed down? They reassured me and said, we've got a very good, I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm thinking, man, I'm going to show these people this thing. They said, Dan, we got it. We've got this thing stitched up all ways from Sunday, so you're good to go.
So no hammer is a T-square. No hammer does that.
Nope. And the lengths of wood-handled hammers, I have yet to find a wood-handled hammer that has the dimensions of 14.5 and 16 for layouts. Now, if you go to a great quality hammer, S-Wing, they do. They have a 14.5-inch handle and a 16-inch handle, and those are complete steel hammers. And we will compete with them the first quarter of 2020.
Well thought out. Really nice.
I think the combination, the way forward is always to try and combine tools, which is what you've done. You've combined a measuring tape, a square, a hammer, and of course saving your finger by putting the nail in there.
Yeah.
Right? And the length of squaring up the framing and everything. You've got a tool belt basically on one tool. I think it's genius. I really do. If you're looking for investment, I'm the guy. So
Thank you.
If you had looked at him, would you have thought genius? before
No,
you-
lazy.
no, that's right. And for a guy to carry around all this stuff in his tool belt, the square, the tape measure is always a bear to mess with. And I tell you, I think you got the winner. I really do.
And other than the quality that you bring to the table and so forth, compared to another hammer, generic hammer, I mean, you've got all the designs and uses, but it doesn't cost any more to produce it, right? I mean, so even if they don't use this hammer the right way, they still got a hammer, right?
Still got a hammer. This performs all the functions of every other hammer. It's just more than a hammer.
Yeah.
You've got all the other tools in there.
All right.
What do you think your retail for?
We're going to retail the big framer here for $69.95. The 18-ouncer here is going to be for $64.95, and the 16-ouncer here is going to be for $59.95.
So you're in line with Eswin.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. Awesome.
Perfect.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Very good.